Cameron, I'm sure you already felt this
Can you
way.
just tell me your name and your affiliation?
Sorry, Jeff and I already put on the inquiry. Cameron, I'm sure you already felt this way before this tournament began, but does it feel extra wide open now given the results of yesterday?
I mean, honestly, our league is a really good league. A lot of good teams. Throughout the whole year, it's been tough to win a game in the league. So nothing's really like, I don't know, surprising. Or I think everybody had a chance to win when they walk in here. So, and I think we believed in ourselves no matter what the outcomes of any game was. So, and we still believe in ourselves. So I don't think anything changed based on the outcome of the game.
Zach Joaquin, Richmond Times-Dispatch, what stands out to you guys the most about that first matchup in Richmond when you saw VCU before? What do you remember?
You said what? I'm sorry. You know what stands out like about our opponent?
What do y'all remember from that game, the first time you played VCU?
That environment at VCU is it's always a good environment to play against. Play in. I mean, they're a really good team. They play together. But if we go in there and we play St. Joseph basketball, we have all the confidence in the world. So I believe in us.
Yeah, they definitely they're a really good team. Got real good players, and like he said, as long as we play St. Joe's basketball, we should be cool.
Yep.
Yeah, Coach. What do
Can
you
you tell us
think?
your name and your affiliate, please?
This is Rasheer Fleming, but that's supposed to once again. What do you think makes St. Joseph's semifinals team in Atlantic 10 after the win you had in the quarterfinals? And how big would it be to reach the A10 championship, let alone win it all and make NCAA tournaments?
Wow. I mean, there's a lot. I can't think that far down the line. My brain is not equipped for that right now. I just would say, we realize how blessed we are to just be in a position to play in an environment like Barclays Center in Brooklyn in March, in this conference, which is really good, and then representing St. Joe's. I think that's the thing for us that we actually enjoy doing it, is being ambassadors for our university. It's a stewardship that we take very seriously. So for us, just being in this semifinal matters. Whatever happens after that, we're going to keep the same mindset and the same attitude.
About the March Philadelphia Inquirer, Rasheer, the past two games, you went to the line at the end of the game, pretty big spot for your team. What was kind of going through your mind?
I was just focused and locked in. I make sure to get my reps every day after practice, so it wasn't a lot of nervousness going up to the line. I'm just making sure to stay focused, just not come down.
And your coach has talked a lot about how you've led pregame prayer for your team since you got to Hawk Hill. How did you kind of get into that role?
And the Lord has been with me since the beginning of my life, so I want to just spread that with my teammates and make sure the Lord is involved with us at all times, in the beginning and after the game, win or loss.
Lane Castanante with CBS 6 in Richmond. For all three of you guys, is there anything that you guys do better now, or that comes a little bit easier for you as a team than it might have when you faced VCU the first time?
I mean, I just think really, I don't think we do anything better. I think we just play our team basketball, our team brand of basketball, St. Joe's basketball, and just trust each other and do what we have to do on the floor, and we'll play the game that we need to play.
Yeah, like Cam said, I think we just, we always trusted in our concepts. I think we just apply them more and try not to waver off of that. So the more we just play together, united, the better we are. Yeah.
Can you repeat the question one more time, please?
Is there anything that you all do better or differently than you did in the first meeting with VCU?
Yeah, just everything they said,
Cam, when Rasheer showed up here, he was a pretty young freshman, 17 years old. For him to hop into that environment with a bunch of older guys and kind of take that prayer, whatever, like kind of ownership of that. What does that say about him as a dude and kind of what he's going for you guys?
Yeah, Rasheer plays a big role for us. He leads our team prayer before the game. He's probably one of the hardest working dudes on our team. Every day after practice, he works on something that he needs, even if it's like defense, something. I mean, who wants to work on defense after practice? He'll do it if he needs to be done. So he's even motivated. I mean, I'm sure he motivates half the team, most of the team, to even work out to practice just because we see him working out. So he played a big role, and he's still learning. He has a lot to learn, and he's growing in a great direction.
Ben Rikosh, WBCW Sports. Erik, this will be your team's third game in 4 days tomorrow. You took a heavy load in the second half there. How do you make sure that yourself and everybody else stays fresh?
I think we just have to really take advantage of the resources of the recovery that we had. I think now that in the stage that we are and the way that people's body feels, that we as a team take a lot of pride in that, and we know how important it is. So that's how we do it.
Zach Joaquin, Richmond Times-Dispatch. What did yesterday look like for y'all after your win? Did you stick around and watch the other 3 games, and specifically the VCU game? And if so, what did you see from them in the win over UMass?
Afterwards, we celebrated our moment, of course. It was a big time one for us against a big time opponent. So we celebrated as a team. But then after the game, we went to go see our families. We saw a little bit of the game, but going back to the recovery standpoint, we wanted to get back to the hotel and recover, get rested up, and take advantage of this day off.
Erik, these things are never really linear, but you guys started 10-3, things were going really good. If I told you then this is the day, you'd be here on this press conference day in the semifinal, you'd say probably, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But the way you got here probably didn't really make much sense, but you're here. Can you speak to like what that journey has been like, and how sometimes you just kind of end up where you're supposed to be?
Yeah, like you said, the way we started was great, but coaches told us like it doesn't matter how we got here, but we're here now. We just gotta live in the moment, make the best of our moment, and just take advantage of the opportunity that we have.
Okay, do we have any more questions for the student athletes? Okay, thank you, gentlemen.